They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, LA! As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Middle, and the route is on here in this first half. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll drop the throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Back to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Check safety. Check safety.
They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Let's go!
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline and kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now running right through it. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of fire.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. loss here as he's taken down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Broncos on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go. Try 38.
They'll try and throw for it here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
Let's go.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them. and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's short. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's tied in. He was with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 51 yards. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, twisting away. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here.
He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there, 79 yards. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Go, 66.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the Chargers will again elect to go for 2. Now a toss going left. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll